All right, so I chose the fitness education model that was created with the focus to improve physical fitness of children and increase their physical activity levels. So one activity that I found that kids love, gets them moving and super sweaty, and provides some competition is a simple team relay race. So I love this because you are literally making the kids run sprints and they actually want to do it. So to provide some aspect of the sport education model, each team can choose their own team name and they can even keep the same teams throughout the gym cycle, so they feel like they're competing. This really gets the kids motivated to do their best, and the activity actually promotes physical fitness, particularly cardiorespiratory fitness, because each student does 4 different locomotor movements from one end of the gym to the other, and they do this 4 different times. So the activity begins by separating the students into 4 or so teams, depends on how many students are in your class. You want at least probably 4 kids in each team. And then try to make them as even as possible. So if you know their abilities pretty well, you want at least 1 fast kid or 1 slower kid in each group. And then next, instruct them how the relay works. So that means each team member runs from one end of the gym to the other end and back. And when the first person crosses the line, then the next person can go, and so on. So make sure that they know that they have to wait until the person in front of them gets back. And during times like now, they're not allowed to do a high five, but if COVID wasn't an issue, then they can high five. So then they make sure that they wait. So the following player, once all of the players run, you're moving on to the next locomotor movement. So you could include skipping as the next one, then maybe galloping, and then maybe sliding, but they can change. So I like to do at least 4. But this isn't just great for cardiorespiratory fitness because they're running up and back so many times, but you're also working on locomotor movements. So the teacher should correct the students if they're maybe going from their sliding to their galloping and they're doing a combination of both, or they're not bringing their legs all the way up for skipping, or they're only bringing one leg forward for skipping because they're getting it confused with galloping. So you want to make sure that you're correcting the locomotor movement styles. This is a great way to incorporate the fitness education model by doing it in a fun way that kind of brings in the sport education model.